The old district of Septimont, submerged beneath the waters due to the dark tide. The dark tide looms over Septimont like a stubborn storm cloud. It's the warrior? No. No time to worry. I have to find the cause of all this, and quickly. In a past story, I came here with Cartothea.
Look at you. You can't go on much longer.
I feared as much. Then this is where we... Strange. I remember everything about Septimont, but... I can't remember. I can't even remember my name.
You didn't forget. Someone stole your role in the story. Even your name on the placards in the arena would be unreadable. Your existence has been erased. Only by unmaking this story can it be reclaimed.
Too bad I won't last long enough to see that. I'm sorry, Cartothea. You saved me, but I can't help you in return.
When I was a child, long ago, I had a city full of passion and life. People there drank deeply, laughed loudly, appreciated sculpture, and lived for the hunt. Men and women feared nothing. They burned like fire, giving all their light and heat before fading. But when I arrived in Septimont, it had already been undone by dark hands. With the dark tides...
That's right. My city is beautiful. When the autumn wind blew through the golden flag.
The Leviathan. I will not give it the chance to make the people of Rinus. I will drag whoever orchestrated this trap.
Septimont.
No. You said it yourself. This is your city. Some things only you can do. The monster leaving its trace in the dark tide. I can feel it. Its frequency is similar to my own. The Threnodian created me to be a resonator for its power. But I wasn't the only one. Many vessels before me.
You mean?
There is still much I don't know. I'll keep searching. But no matter what, once I sought to end it all, someone stopped me. Even a life mocked by fate can break its curse. I return to the world thanks to a certain... I believe he will come here.
Must be quite the person, eh?
Then you will see for yourself. Victory isn't won in an instant. It takes patience and perseverance. What if you want to save your city, then hold on. No matter the... Just like how you wandered Septimund before I came. Jump to a new story and bring my message to that person.
First,
I'm close to that abnormal. You're in the submerged aqueduct.
the submerged aqueducts. I remember reading about them in the Silver Records, but now, with the old district completely flooded, we can only... After my role was erased, Cartathea must have found the half-human, half-sea creature, and the Fraxidus. Like the warrior, she chose to remain on the closing of that page, to give new stories of fight. That's why I only regained my name after... During our journey, the overlapping worlds, the warriors. Only I can erase it from this story. Only I can prove that... What happened to the Mia who vanished in the Veil of Glory? After everything you went through, what did the city of... I remember the entrance to the underground water... Of course. Maybe I can awaken the sleeping giant of Septimontian tradition, when it bears its blade and watches over the warriors leaving for the... Many of the old routes are blocked, but I... Covered in tidal... Can't just clear the head. To get it to lift its sword and open the gates, I need to clear the arms too. Need to check for more patrol units nearby. Winds of the Wild! I hear cowering prey. With me to victory! With me! Together we power! Face me, coward! The fight is on! Break darkness! The water is drained. Time to head to the bell tower. That monster is hiding in the depths of the aqueducts. Just this gate standing between me and the heart of the aqueducts. It won't open. I'll have to find another route. The copper mirror is calling. The warrior used it to see the past. I wonder if there's anything of that here.
I've already pulled that body from the sea.
Excellent, Domina Julia. Keeping one's word. I know, Septimon's current effort doesn't quite. A cup of poisoned wine, a passing fly, a dagger. Fate strikes where least expected. With someone as clever and calculated as you at the helm, the House of Silver need not fear for its survival.
I do not work with you for our sake. I do this for Septimont. Some of us have forgotten the terror of life adrift at sea. To survive the tide, one must make or speak of other matters later. But tell me, why would you want a dead woman who fell into the sea?
Dead woman? Ah, you mean Mia? Indeed, she is the very heart of the unit I spoke of. The one we intend to build deep within these underground aqueducts. Alive or dead, her body holds the information we need. The Fraxidus' experiments here will continue for some time. In the meantime, covering up this little laboratory...
The heart? That weakling's resonance ability. If it weren't for the...
Do not be upset, my dear Domina. Winning the Grand Aegon was precise luck and misfortune. Nobility and luck, and I've always found beauty in inevitable tragedies.
So Mia has been dead all this time. She didn't leave Septimont when she vanished. The sea took her.
With me! The fight is on! Please, Bill! With me! What now? Get Briar at the speartip! Die, evil!
This place has the Fraxidus written all over it. Without the Silvers keeping the place hidden, they wouldn't have dared. Ugh, the irony. A Septimontian aiding the enemy to build their den in the heart of our city. Even the impregnable Griffon's fortress crumbles from within.
I trust you've seen the experimental unit in the aqueducts. Well, what do you think?
If not for the sword embedded in her chest, I could mistake the corpse for being alive.
Indeed. Decades have passed, yet Mia remains as she was when first pulled from the sea. Her data has been invaluable. As the Threnodian's failed resonator, this specimen is in its own... You know, it wasn't so long ago that the rover intervened and Cartathea broke free from that tower. I discovered that a small piece of the Threnodian...
Sounds as though you found new inspiration.
Before her death, Mia also attended the tournament. I've already discussed terms with it and reached a...
You spoke with the Threnodian. Has Leviathan or...
Only a fragment of it remains. I'll fashion a story for this sea creature. The Threnodian once sought to use Mia to find Septimon... Oh well, in the face of her futility to resist... Fascinating, isn't it? The Blessed Maiden single-handedly thwarted the Threnodian. A death so theatrical, so saturated with sorrow. How poetic.
I don't care for your taste, Cristoforo. I'm merely curious. What ending have you penned for Septimont this time?
Oh, such an impatient reader, Frolova. This play is nothing more than an amplifier, designed to nurture the Threnodian's lingering power. Once it grows large enough, I'll overlay the Sonoro onto reality. All that's needed is for Domina Julia to select the right champion. Swapping out the protagonist is hardly a challenge. Once the sea creature grows within the really, compared to those Septimontians who've long forgotten Mia, the story I've...
And what if it fails?
Then so be it. You know, Frolova, stories are but man... If this play proves Rover worthy of becoming the protagonist of my story, if they pass their trial by fire...
Disgusting. To treat Septimont like a plaything. Unforgivable. What is so poetic or romantic about a story where someone is driven to death?
Hear cowering prey.
lingering, Mia? A fading reverberation that should have dissolved in the deep long ago.
Where are you going?
To claim the title. Was that not your unfulfilled wish?
That was never mine. The arena. I don't need this victory.
But I do. Without a champion and the lion beast, I cannot touch the central hub left by Imperator. You, Cartathea, both my daughters, my very creations. Why this fruitless resistance? Has Septimont ever granted you kindness? They neither love you nor need you. Long have you been forgotten.
We were raised by them. You will never understand.
Proud in battle, and yet yearning for strength. I know the heart of the Septimontians far better than you. Mia, you are simply too afraid to face their true nature. You choose to deceive yourself. You cannot admit that they used you and then cast you aside. You cannot accept that from the start you were insignificant.
No. Viburnum. My flowers.
Hush, it matters not. Your thoughts are of little consequence.
Viburnum. The bloodleaf viburnum of Septimont. Oh, I understand. It's a flower often given to gladiators. A symbol of victory. I've always carried this shame. Shame for something I didn't choose. Shame for something that's just there. Sometimes it turns into doubt. I try to live free, and I do most days, but still, I see it. I see the pain in their faces. In the ones who fall behind, the ones who leave the field beaten, the ones who pin all their hopes on me. I've always wondered if I didn't have this gift, could I have reached this point with clean hands? Should I have judged those who trampled the rules to survive? Or was I blind to my own arrogance? Now, I don't think like that anymore. The warrior is stronger than me, no doubt, but he treats everyone the same. He didn't choose to stand alone. Instead, he chose to trust me. Cartothea spent years trapped by the weight of everyone's expectations. Never stepped foot in Septimont before, but still sailed across the seas to be here. And Mia, her resonance ability might be weak, but she never ran from a fight. She fought till her last. A heart isn't shaped by what it's born with or what it's been given. I've underestimated others, and I've underestimated myself too. But you, the arrogance, thinking you understand the darkness in people's hearts, but you don't have a single drop of life in you! Beautiful as ever. Built by the hands of the people, not the Sentinel, and not the Threnodian. Where there's light, there's always shadow. But people need light. They'll chase it no matter what. Mia, Cartothea, they were born and raised on these islands. They are daughters of Rinascita. They belong to no gods but their own.
Better to die than to be a puppet. Death does not scare me.
If divinity takes up arms against the innocent, I will raise my sword against divinity.
I heard your request. But I prefer to handle this my way.
Victory isn't won in an instant. It takes patience and perseverance.
I believe in you. Warrior.
By the eternal sun, I will slay you!
From the fear and the longings of civilization, I was born. Born of the hearts of countless men and women, of babes and of the aged. present, nothing has changed.
What right do you have to judge the people of Renacita? Kneel toe to end with dignity. Your very existence is an insult to her. Look at you cowering in this little incubator, desperate to evade your end. You will never understand what it takes to face the fear of death.
Is nothing more than a scream between life and death. My cause! Pray to me!
Greatness has no summit, and victory is never the final word. Proud! Pitiful! Cry! Love! Race to the finish! To face death with the crown of glory! By my will! Let this life burn in all its fury! To me, there is no greater joy in this world.
What a shame. Seems the play I've written isn't well received.
What are you two plotting in Renacita?
Oh, dear madam. Let's leave some mystery for the next chapter, shall we?
There is something no one can take from me. All the bruises I have just beneath this is solution to my doubts and deepest fears. Glory's not all about winning, but blazing till we last
The Threnodian's frequency is gone. Well done.
You found the righteous one and safeguarded Septimont. It's like something out of a knight's tale.
Phew! Finally, I can stick my head out. Rover, you okay?
I'm fine, Abby. What happened to you earlier?
Wait, we're already in Septimont? I was just talking to you, and then boom! It felt like something just covered me. First it messed with my frequency, then I just passed out. Wait, Carthea? And a girl I don't know?
You're lively. Your echo's more boisterous than a Tadar.
What happened while I was out?
I think it's time we compare notes. Let's fill in this story's blanks, shall we?
The event that brought forth the Dark Tide. After that, the details of all I remember is wandering the desolate city streets in a scepter. She saved me. But in that story, then in another story, I encountered you, my fellow warrior. After we parted, I awoke in yet another pit. Had taken control of Mia's core. After defeating it, the Sonoro began to collapse. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing. My death. I had failed to expose the family's match-fixing. After being deceived by Domina Julia, and the last thing I clearly remember was standing in the central hub in the Vale of Glory. Pressing my... In the end, all of I'm not sure when all this started, or where the line between the reality I knew and the... But in those 3 days of the story where... Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing. Cartathea saved me. We wandered the abandoned city of Septimont and pieced together that Yet in the end, my role was claimed by the Threnode. But before I was lost to oblivion, Cartathea gave me I think it was that frequency that unknowingly led to our paths crossing in the storm. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing. But many years ago. But Domina Julia recovered her broken body from the dead. For years, they subjected her remains to twisted. The Threnodian took control of Mia's corpse. The last trace of Mia's reverberation. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing. Oh, the script and the copper mirror you gave. It was a long story, though thinking of Mia still upsets me. Her reverberations, trapped in that monstrous body.
When you defeated the Threnodian.
Yes, it was an honor to have that final. But thanks to you and Cartathea. Thank you, my fellow warrior.
When I sensed the Threnodian's power, it was quite sudden. I slipped through. I found Lupa in the city. She had lost. We traveled together for a time and discovered the architects of the destruction. Sadly, the playwright did eventually erase Lupa's existence. As for me, I descend. Unfortunately, I was unable to eliminate it entirely.